Have you ever been jolted awake by, a really sudden, painful leg cramp, middle of the night?
Oh, definitely. Or maybe just notice that climbing stairs feels heavier.
Exactly. Or even just getting out of a comfy chair takes a bit more, effort these days.
Yeah.
These are things I think many of us start noticing as we get a little older. You start thinking about keeping your mobility, keeping your legs feeling strong, comfortable, staying independent.
They're incredibly common experiences, those ones. And they're tied to the natural changes our bodies go through.
Right.
You see, as we age, things like muscle loss, sarcopenia, that's the technical term, and changes in nerve function, even issues with circulation or inflammation, they all contribute.
Making legs feel weaker, maybe more prone to cramps.
Exactly. It's not just in your head. There are real physical processes happening.
And, we always hear about exercise, staying active, absolutely crucial. We know that. But what often gets maybe overlooked is just how powerful diet is, nutrition. Especially for supporting those aging muscles and nerves.
It's a huge piece of the puzzle, sometimes underestimated, I think. It's not just general health. It's a specific tool for these age-related leg issues.
Like the fuel your body needs to fight back a bit.
Precisely. Providing the right building materials, the right fuel to counteract some of those natural declines. It's about zeroing in on how what you eat directly impacts the strength, function, and, comfort of your legs.
And that's exactly what we're diving into today. We looked at insights from 2 YouTube channels, Health 365 and Holistic Health.
Right, both focus on natural ways to support health, particularly for seniors. And they offer some really valuable perspectives on this specific topic, keeping legs strong, keeping them cramp-free.
They go beyond just listing foods.
Yeah, they dig into the why certain nutrients matter, and how specific foods deliver those benefits. Practical stuff that can make a real difference.
So our mission here in this deep dive is to pull out the most practical, maybe surprising, and definitely actionable bits of knowledge from these sources. We want to help you understand what's really key in what they shared, focusing on how nutrition can help you stay mobile, comfortable, and, confident. Okay, so let's unpack this. Before we get to the specific shopping list, maybe, it's really helpful to understand the foundations, the core nutritional players.
Yeah.
Why are certain nutrients particularly important for your legs as you get older, maybe more so than when you were younger?
It really starts with the structure of your muscles themselves. They're not static. They're constantly being used, repaired.
And that repair slows down a bit.
Exactly. As you age, that repair process just isn't quite as efficient.
Right. And the sources, both of them really consistently highlight protein. Absolutely essential here. We think protein, big muscles, bodybuilders maybe, but why specifically for aging legs?
Well, the holistic health source put it quite simply.
Yeah.
Your muscles, even with just everyday movement, walking, standing up, they get these microscopic tears, little rips. When you're younger, your body fixes these super quickly, efficiently. But with age, that repair mechanism slows. Protein is the raw material. It's what your body uses for that repair and maintenance.
And Health 365 added that because seniors often experience sarcopenia, that age-related muscle loss we mentioned earlier. Protein becomes even more critical. You need it to rebuild those muscle fibers, counteract the loss, reduce that feeling of fatigue or weakness.
Spot on. And Holistic Health explains if you don't get enough protein, that muscle recovery, even after simple stuff, it's hampered. That leads to stiffness, discomfort, and eventually that gradual loss of muscle mass.
So if you picture your leg muscles like a brick wall that needs constant upkeep.
Yeah, good analogy.
Protein is the supply of new bricks and mortar to keep it strong against daily wear and tear.
Precisely. Without enough, the structure starts to weaken. You need those building blocks.
Makes sense. Okay, shifting gears a bit. Minerals. The sources spent a good amount of time on minerals, almost described them as electrical conductors and muscle relaxers.
They really did emphasize that role. Both Health 365 and Holistic Health pointed again and again to potassium and magnesium. Super important.
Okay.
Potassium, they say, is essential for muscle contractions, for sending nerve signals, and for keeping the right fluid balance in your body.
So how does that connect directly to those awful leg cramps?
Well, Health 365 gave a clear explanation. When your potassium levels drop too low, they called it hypokalemia, your muscles can get overly sensitive, jumpy almost.
Oh.
That makes them much more likely to just seize up. Painful spasms, cramps. It disrupts the smooth nerve signals that tell your muscles when to contract, when to relax, increases the risk of those involuntary contractions.
And holistic health, agreed.
They reinforced it, yeah. Added that low potassium doesn't just cause cramps. It can lead to general weakness too, and even increase your risk of falls because it messes with the nerve transmission you need for coordination.
And it seems seniors might be more vulnerable to low potassium.
That's a key point from Health 365. Older adults often are at higher risk.
Yeah.
Could be reduced appetite, maybe just not eating enough potassium-rich foods.
Or medications.
Right. Side effects from certain common medications, especially diuretics, often used for blood pressure, they can deplete potassium.
So getting enough potassium isn't just about stopping one cramp, it's fundamental muscle and nerve function.
Absolutely. Foundational. And then there's magnesium. Both sources strongly agreed on magnesium, especially for muscle relaxation.
Okay. So potassium for the go signal, magnesium for the stop or ease up. They work together.
That's a great way to think about it. Health 365 explains magnesium helps reduce muscle excitability. It acts like a natural off switch, preventing those sudden unwanted cramps.
Okay.
It's also involved in helping muscles produce ATP, that's basically cell energy currency, and it helps keep other key minerals like calcium and potassium balanced, which is vital.
And holistic health.
They echoed that. Highlighting magnesium is essential for preventing cramps, spasms, and even just that general heavy feeling you might get in your legs.
And like potassium, seniors often don't get enough magnesium either.
Another critical point from Health 365.
Yeah.
Many older adults' diets are low in magnesium, making them more prone to cramps and tightness just from that deficiency.
Okay, so protein for building, potassium for signaling and contracting, magnesium for relaxing and energy. These minerals sound absolutely vital, keeping communication lines open, keeping the muscles physically healthy.
They really are like the electricians and the tension regulators for your muscles.
Right.
Now let's dive into vitamins. They play these crucial supporting roles: structure, nerve health, energy, protection.
Right. Health 365 pointed to vitamin D as being particularly critical.
Yes, and it's not just about bones, which is what we usually hear about vitamin D.
All right.
Health 365 explains it's essential for calcium absorption, and calcium's key for muscle contraction. But vitamin D also directly impacts muscle function itself. They state pretty clearly, without enough D, you can get muscle weakness, persistent cramps, even chronic pain.
Wow. And holistic health supported that.
They did. Linked low vitamin D directly to weak muscles, poor coordination, and a higher fall risk. That's a major concern for older adults, obviously.
And vitamin D is another one where seniors are often low.
Exactly. Health 365 notes, many older adults spend less time outdoors, so less sun exposure, less natural vitamin D production. Makes diet or supplements way more important.
Okay. What about B vitamins? B12 seemed especially important for nerve health in the sources.
It has a very direct, very significant role, according to both. Health 365 explains a B12 deficiency can seriously impair nerve signals.
How does that feel?
It can show up as muscle spasms, tingling sensations, and, yes, cramping. Holistic Health adds that B12 also supports energy production right in the muscles. Without enough, your muscles can feel weak, sluggish, easily fatigued, just lacking energy.
And seniors are particularly vulnerable to B12 deficiency, too. I feel like I've heard that.
Unfortunately, yes. Health 365 listed several reasons common in older adults. Maybe reduced stomach acid, which you need to absorb B12 from food. Certain common meds, like metformin for diabetes or acid reflux drugs, can interfere with absorption.
Or just eating less meat.
Yeah, sometimes lower intake of animal foods, which are the main sources. Health 365 stressed that a B12 deficiency can lead to frequent cramps, weakness, nerve damage that might feel like burning, numbness, tingling, and even anemia, which means less oxygen getting to your muscles.
That's quite a cascade from just one vitamin deficiency.
It really shows how interconnected it all is. Health 365 also highlighted vitamin B6, called it a key player for overall nervous system health.
So?
B6 helps regulate neurotransmitters. Those are the chemical messengers your nerves use to talk to your muscles, telling them when and how to move. It also helps reduce inflammation, which speeds up muscle recovery and improves red blood cell production, again, better oxygen delivery.
So low B6 could mean more cramps.
They linked low B6 directly to increased cramping and spasms, yeah. Due to nerve dysfunction, inflammation causing pain and stiffness, and reduced energy contributing to fatigue.
So the B vitamins are really about keeping the communication lines clear between brain and muscle and making sure the muscles get energy and oxygen.
Exactly, keeping that whole system running smoothly. Now, Holistic Health introduced a few more vitamins vital for the physical structure and protection of muscles. Vitamin A, and its precursor, beta-carotene.
Antioxidants.
Right, highlighted as antioxidants. They help repair muscle tissue and protect the body from oxidative stress that's basically cellular wear and tear that contributes to aging tissues.
Okay. And vitamin C.
Yeah.
I usually think of that for colds.
Great for immunity, sure. But Holistic Health pointed out its absolutely essential role in collagen synthesis.
Making collagen.
Exactly. And why does that matter for legs? Because collagen is a major part of muscles, tendons, joints. It's what gives them resilience, strength, flexibility. Holistic Health notes, as you age, your body naturally makes less collagen.
Leading to stiffness.
Yeah, stiffer joints, muscles maybe feel less firm, slower healing. Vitamin C helps your body keep making that crucial collagen. It's important for the literal glue and structure that lets us move comfortably.
Got it.
And finally, Holistic Health brought up vitamin E, described it as a potent antioxidant protector, shielding your muscles from harm caused by just daily stress walking, standing, working out.
So it helps with recovery.
Helps prevent long-term degeneration, speeds recovery, helps restore muscle fibers by reducing that daily stress load.
Wow, that's a pretty extensive list of vitamins, each playing very specific, crucial roles in keeping our legs healthy as we get older.
It really underscores that healthy muscles and nerves aren't just about one or two things. It's a complex system needing a wide spectrum of nutritional support.
Okay, moving beyond vitamins and minerals. Healthy fats also featured in the advice.
They did, and for good reason. Both Health 365 and Holistic Health emphasize that healthy fats are vital for supporting good blood flow, circulation.
Which is key for getting nutrients to the muscles.
Absolutely crucial. Good circulation is how oxygen and nutrients get delivered so muscles can function properly.
And omega-3s, they're famous for reducing inflammation, right?
Yes, both sources agreed on that. Omega-3s found in things like fish, some feeds very effective at reducing muscle inflammation. Health 365 added that monounsaturated fats like in olive oil, avocados also improve circulation.
So better blood flow means fewer cramps.
It can directly reduce the risk, yeah. Especially those nighttime cramps, which are often linked to poor circulation. Getting resources to the muscles more efficiently.
Okay, so fats aren't just energy, they're helping the delivery system work better, improving flow, reducing inflammation.
Precisely. Supporting the infrastructure. And speaking of energy, Holistic Health really stressed getting enough complex carbohydrates.
Not the sugary stuff, the slow burn kind.
Exactly. The source contrasted complex carbs like in whole grains, sweet potatoes, with processed carbs like white bread or pasta. Those give you a quick spike, then a crash. Holistic Health explains, as you age, your body's ability to store and use energy efficiently can decrease. Complex carbs provide steady, enduring energy, prevents quick burnouts, fatigue, keeps your legs feeling powered longer.
So sustained fuel for activity and endurance.
Right. Keeps the engine running smoothly over time.
Yeah.
And finally, Holistic Health brought up fiber and gut health.
Gut health.
Right.
How does that relate to my leg strength? Seems a bit disconnected.
It's all about absorption. The source explains fiber is key for a healthy digestive system, and a healthy gut is essential because that's where your body absorbs all these nutrients. We were talking about proteins, vitamins, minerals.
Ah, I see.
Holistic Health emphasized if your gut isn't healthy, isn't efficient at absorbing, even if you eat a great diet, your muscles won't get the fuel they need.
That's a fantastic point. It's not just what you eat, but can your body actually use it?
Absolutely. Got to utilize the fuel you put in. Yeah. And Health 365 wrapped up these foundational bits with something fundamental that underpins everything: hydration.
Just plain old water.
Yes. And it's anything but plain for muscle function. Health 365 highlighted proper hydration is fundamental for muscles to work smoothly and for maintaining that crucial electrolyte balance, those minerals like potassium, magnesium.
Makes sense.
They made a very clear point. If your leg cramps are happening because you're dehydrated, drinking enough water is just as important, maybe even more immediately necessary, than focusing only on electrolyte foods.
All these chemical processes, nutrient transport, it all happens in a watery environment in our bodies.
Exactly. So those are the core nutritional components these sources identified as really critical for supporting your leg health, keeping them strong, preventing cramps as you navigate aging.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting. Now that we've laid the groundwork, we understand why these nutrients are so important. Let's talk specific foods, the ones the source has highlighted.
Right.
How do they deliver these benefits directly to your legs in a practical, everyday way?
This is translating the science into what you can put on your plate. And they offered some excellent, accessible examples.
Both channels, for instance, put a spotlight on eggs.
They did. And made a strong case for eggs being almost tailor-made for aging legs. Health 365 notes, they're a powerhouse, a complete protein source.
Meaning?
All 9 essential amino acids, the ones your body needs but can't make itself.
Yeah.
Health 365 gets specific, 1 large egg, about 6 grams of high-quality protein.
Which helps rebuild muscle.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Holistic Health connects that directly to rebuilding muscle fibers, reducing fatigue, actively fighting sarcopenia.
And other benefits besides protein.
Oh yeah. Health 365 points out eggs support muscle function and bone health, partly because the yolks have vitamin D naturally. Now, 1 egg won't meet your full daily needs. Seniors often need 800, 1,000 IU, but every bit helps. It's a natural source.
And Holistic Health linked that to coordination.
Yeah, potentially better coordination, maybe reduced fall risk.
And we talked about B12 for nerves. Eggs have that too.
Yes. Health 365 notes eggs are great for nerve health. They have B12 and choline. Choline is interesting. It helps insulate nerves, improves communication between nerves and muscles, ensures those signals are smooth.
Which could help with cramps.
They specifically suggested it could help prevent cramps linked to neuropathy nerve damage, often seen with age or diabetes. Holistic Health reinforced that choline aids coordination, helping prevent stumbles.
So eggs are doing a lot of different jobs for your legs. Multitaskers.
They certainly are. Holistic Health also mentioned energy from B vitamins and healthy fats, and those fats and antioxidants even help reduce inflammation.
And easy to digest for seniors.
Health 365 emphasized that, yeah. A senior-friendly B12 source, and maybe a lower-fat alternative to some red meats, packing that protein and vitamin combo.
Any guidance on how many to eat? People used to worry about cholesterol.
Health 365 cited research saying moderate consumption, about 6 or 7 eggs a week, is generally safe for most healthy seniors. Doesn't seem to impact cholesterol significantly for most people. They suggest having them at breakfast or evening meal might help overnight muscle recovery, maybe reduce night cramps.
Any cautions?
Health 365 mentioned a few. If you have heart conditions or very high cholesterol, best to check with your doctor. Though egg whites are often fine pure protein. Seniors with kidney disease might need to limit protein, so get doctor's advice.
Yeah.
And if you have diabetes, pair eggs with fiber veggies, whole grains to manage blood sugar. But overall, very beneficial for most.
Okay, moving on. Health 365 shone a light on a really common fruit, bananas.
Ah, yes, bananas. Almost synonymous with potassium, right? Health 365 confirms why they're a go-to. One of the best natural sources. A medium banana, about 420 milligrams, roughly 12% of your daily need.
And remembering what we learned, low potassium, major cramp culprit.
Exactly. Health 365 explains, by helping maintain potassium levels, bananas directly help regulate muscle contractions, prevent spasms, ensure smooth nerve communication, and balance fluids, reducing dehydration cramps. They also have a bit of magnesium, about 32 milligram, further helping prevent tightness.
And vitamin B6? Health 365 mentioned that specifically with bananas.
Yes, they emphasize B6 as another key nutrient from bananas for nerve health. Helps regulate neurotransmitters, reduces inflammation for recovery, improves red blood cell production for oxygen delivery. A banana gives a good amount, nearly 30% of the senior RDI.
And low B6 is linked to cramps.
Health 365 reinforced that, yeah. Low B6 linked to cramping due to nerve dysfunction and fatigue.
So bananas hit multiple targets. Potassium, magnesium, B6, all vital for muscles and nerves.
They really are a comprehensive source for those needs. Health 365 also mentioned their natural sugars in water help to store electrolytes and offer hydration support. They specifically suggested eating just 1 or 2 bananas daily could significantly reduce cramp frequency. Maybe 1 an hour or 2 before bed might help relax muscles, lessen night cramps.
Simple, easy, sounds effective.
It is. The main consideration Health 365 mentioned for seniors with diabetes is the natural sugar content.
Yeah.
So moderation, and maybe pair them with fiber nuts, yogurt to steady blood sugar.
Okay. Another food group Health 365 focused on, nuts and seeds.
Absolute powerhouses, these are presented as, especially for those minerals. Health 365 highlighted many seniors don't get enough magnesium, making them prone to cramps. Nuts and seeds. Some of the best dietary sources.
Which ones are best?
They listed examples. Pumpkin seeds, highest in magnesium, 168 milligoes. Almonds, 70 milligoes. Cashews, 74 milligoes. Even a small handful daily can make a difference.
And potassium, too. I thought that was mainly bananas.
Yes, bananas are famous for it. But Health 365 points out many nuts and seeds have significant potassium, too. Pistachios lead the pack among nuts mentioned, 290 milligoes. Almonds, 200 milligoes. Cashews, 160 milligoes. Makes them great for restoring electrolytes, especially after activity. AIDS recovery.
So a good snack after, say, a walk.
Health 365 agrees. For seniors who get cramps after activity, a handful of nuts or adding seeds helps replenish lost minerals. They also really emphasize the healthy fats. Omega-3s in walnuts, flax seeds reduce inflammation. Monounsaturated fats in almonds, cashews improve circulation.
Better blood flow again. Important for night cramps.
Health 365 stated that improved circulation helps get oxygen and nutrients to muscles, which can help reduce nighttime cramps, sometimes caused by poor circulation. And they fight inflammation too.
How so?
They explained chronic inflammation damages muscle, increases cramping and soreness. Nuts and seeds have antioxidants, anti-inflammatory compounds that combat this, allows faster recovery, might help prevent chronic pain or arthritis issues, worsening muscle comfort.
What kinds are best to focus on? Should I just eat almonds?
Health 365 suggested aiming for variety, get a wider range of nutrients. They mentioned pumpkin seeds, magnesium, almonds, magnesium, potassium, pistachios, high potassium, cashews, magnesium, healthy fats, walnuts, omega-3s, flax and chia seeds. Omega-3 is easy to sprinkle. Variety seems key.
How much? A whole bag.
I know. Health 365 suggests a small handful, about 1 ounce. Roughly 20 almonds or 2 tablespoons of seeds. Eat them with meals, maybe before bed for night cramps, or after exercise for recovery. Choose unsalted, raw, or dry roasted.
Any downsides?
A few considerations from Health 365. Calorie dense, so portion control if watching weight. Avoid salted nuts. High sodium can cause dehydration, increase cramp risk, allergies, of course. And the fiber can sometimes cause bloating for sensitive stomachs, so start small.
Okay. Shifting gears to holistic health, they featured some other powerful foods. Sweet potatoes were one.
Sweet potatoes for strong legs.
Yeah.
Seems surprising maybe, but Holistic Health describes them as providing the fuel your muscles need for sustained effort.
Because they're complex carbs.
Exactly. Unlike simple carbs, they break down gradually. Steady energy release prevents fatigue, energy crashes. Especially vital is energy storage use efficiency can decrease with age.
They also mention repair and fighting aging.
Yes. Holistic Health emphasized they're packed with vitamin A and antioxidant, helps muscular tissue repair, stronger legs, quicker recovery. They also have anti-inflammatory stuff and beta-carotene, fighting oxidative stress, a major cause, the source said, of age-related muscle loss.
And potassium again. It's everywhere.
Sweet potatoes are a great source, Holistic Health noted, helps keep muscles responsive, strong, coordinated, fights weakness, fall risk from low levels. They also highlighted fiber. Good gut health means better nutrient absorption, making sure all the other good stuff gets used.
So fueling, repairing, fighting inflammation, boosting potassium, helping absorption, quite the package deal in one vegetable.
It really is. Holistic Health called them one of the easiest, most impactful dietary adjustments for seniors wanting to maintain mobility. Bake them, mash them, roast them, add to soups, salads. Versatile and beneficial.
Holistic Health also made a strong case for oats.
Often just seen as breakfast, right? But Holistic Health presents oats as potentially key for stronger, more resilient legs as you age. Similar to sweet potatoes, they provide that consistent, long-lasting energy. Low glycemic index.
Slow release.
Slow, steady release. Avoid spikes and crashes that leave legs tired.
What about muscle building? Oats have protein.
They provide plant-based protein, yeah. Holistic Health pointed that out. Maybe not as high or complete as animal sources, but it contributes to muscle fiber maintenance and repair. Crucial for preventing deterioration, weakness, instability with age.
Circulation came up with oats too.
It did. Very important link. Holistic Health explains strong legs rely heavily on good circulation for oxygen delivery. Weak muscles, slow recovery, cramps often linked to poor blood flow. Oats help because they're a good source of iron.
Iron for red blood cells.
Essential for making red blood cells that carry oxygen. If legs tire quickly, maybe low iron is involved.
Magnesium again keeps popping up.
Yes, magnesium's in oats, according to Holistic Health. Reiterated its role in proper muscle function, preventing cramps, spasms, that excruciating heaviness. Oats described as a simple, natural way to support muscle relaxation.
So sustain energy, plant protein, iron for oxygen, magnesium for function and relaxation. That covers a lot from a simple grain.
It does. Holistic Health stressed their versatility more than porridge. Add to smoothies, sprinkle on yogurt, bake into bars. Easy way to boost leg-fueling nutrition.
Avocados are another food highlighted by Holistic Health, often called a trendy superfood, but how do they help aging legs specifically?
Holistic Health went straight to calling avocados the key to having legs that are pain-free, stronger, and more flexible. They highlighted that healthy fats are incredibly important for muscle health, often overlooked. Avocados, they say, are top providers of these crucial muscle-strengthening lipids.
How do those fats help with pain and stiffness, common complaints?
Holistic Health explains the monounsaturated fats actively lower inflammation in muscles and joints. Unlike unhealthy fats, these beneficial fats help keep muscles relaxed, joints supple, legs less painful. Translates to less stiffness, soreness, more flexibility. Fights chronic inflammation, which the source notes silently erodes mobility and worsens things like arthritis.
And potassium. Are they as good as bananas?
Holistic Health made a surprising claim. Avocados actually contain more potassium than bananas, reinforces their benefit for muscle function, keeping cramps away, helps regulate contractions for steady movement.
Any other protective benefits?
Vitamin E content, Holistic Health highlighted, potent antioxidant, protects muscle tissue from daily stress, oxidative stress, minor injuries, helps prevent long-term degeneration, aids recovery, restores fibers.
And circulation. Recurring theme.
It is. Holistic Health points out the heart-healthy lipids enhance circulation, critical for getting oxygen and nutrients to leg muscles, keeping them energized, avoiding weariness, leads to improved strength, endurance. They also noted avocados can improve nerve function, helping legs react quicker.
So avocados, fats for inflammation circulation, potassium, vitamin E for function protection, how to easily add them.
Holistic Health offered simple ideas. Slices on toast, in smoothies, guacamole, spread instead of butter, plain with salt, pepper, in salads. Emphasize consistency, daily habit makes a difference.
Berries are next on Holistic Health's list, packed with antioxidants we always hear.
Holistic Health indeed calls berries superfoods that protect muscles, their main superpower, antioxidants. They act like tiny cleanup crews, scavenging free radicals that damage muscle cells, cause weakness, exhaustion, slow recovery. As you age, natural defenses weaken. Berries help support them. Actively protect muscles, speed healing.
They fight inflammation too, like avocados.
Yes, Holistic Health calls berries one of nature's most potent anti-inflammatory meals. Compounds that actively lower chronic inflammation, eases joint pain, improves flexibility, maintains smooth leg motion, fights that silent erosion of mobility.
And vitamin C for collagen came up again.
Right. Holistic Health reiterated C's critical role in building collagen. The protein forming muscles, tendons, joints, gives them strength, resilience. Since body makes less with age, getting C from berries is essential for maintaining structure.
So berries are protectors, inflammation fighters, and builders.
Exactly. Antioxidants shield, anti-inflammatory soothe, vitamin C builds. Holistic Health added they improve circulation too, and antioxidants benefit mental clarity bonus.
How often for berries?
Daily habit recommended by Holistic Health. Add to yogurt, porridge, smoothies, heat fresh, make a compote. Consistency is key.
Finally, Holistic Health highlights salmon.
Featured as a food that can profoundly impact your ability to maintain strong legs. Holistic Health called it one of the absolute best proteins your body can consume.
And protein, vital for muscle repair, especially as that slows with age.
Yes. Holistic Health explains since age-related regeneration declines, getting high-quality protein like salmon is essential. Provides building blocks for robust, energetic muscles, helps repair fibers, works against weakening.
And the famous omega-3s.
Holistic Health emphasized their power combating inflammation at the source. Maintain joint comfort, muscle flexibility, smoother movement, counteracts age-related inflammation causing pain, stiffness.
They boost circulation too.
Absolutely. Holistic Health stated omega-3s significantly increase blood flow, crucial for oxygen nutrition delivery to muscles. Prevents sluggishness, heaviness. Strong statement. Weak muscles often result from poor circulation. Strong legs need constant oxygen-rich blood flow.
And nerve function again, like B12.
Yes, Holistic Health noted omega-3s improve nerve function, helps legs move, react quicker, counteracts slowing nerve signals.
Salmon also provides B vitamins for energy.
Right, great source, particularly B12, crucial for energy production in muscles. Salmon helps replenish that supply.
And the heart-health connection to leg strength.
Presented as fundamental. Holistic Health emphasized salmon's omega-3s support a strong heart, clear arteries, better blood pressure, less bad cholesterol. Stated unequivocally, can't have strong legs without a strong heart. Cardiovascular health directly improves endurance, oxygen delivery, circulation to legs.
Wow. Salmon, protein, inflammation, circulation, nerve function, energy, heart health, all impacting legs. How often? Daily.
Holistic Health suggests not necessarily daily, just 2 or 3 servings a week can have a significant positive impact. Ideas: add to salads, roast, grills, use canned salmon, mix with spices, lemon, olive oil for a quick boost.
That covers the specific foods, really linking their nutrients back to the needs of aging legs. Strength, function, cramp prevention.
Makes it clear that many accessible everyday foods contain those precise nutrients we talked about earlier as being so critical.
So what does this all mean when we put it together, connecting the dots? It seems like many of these foods aren't just good for one thing, they're hitting multiple leg health issues at once.
That's what's truly fascinating, that interconnectedness.
Yeah.
Think about it. Magnesium vital found in bananas and nuts, seeds, and oats. Protein for rebuilding in eggs and salmon contributes in oats. Potassium for cramps abundant in bananas, sweet potatoes, avocados, nut seeds.
And the anti-inflammatory power is spread across berries, salmon, avocados.
Sweet potatoes, nut seeds too. It means by incorporating a variety, you're not just fixing single deficiencies. You're giving comprehensive layered support, tackling nutrient needs and inflammation and poor circulation all at once through diet.
Less like putting out individual fires, more like building a resilient system from the inside out.
Excellent analogy. The sources really drive home that while exercise is absolutely necessary for building muscle, diet fuels your body's ability to repair, maintain, perform that exercise. Holistic Health was explicit. Diet is as vital as exercise for building muscle as you age.
So nutritional choices aren't passive.
No, they actively support processes that slow with age, fighting gradual weakness, discomfort, literally providing the precise nutrition needed to keep functioning optimally.
A very real, tangible investment in future mobility and comfort.
Exactly. Giving your body the materials to counteract decline, maintain strengths.
And putting this into practice doesn't require radical changes, right? The sources offered manageable tips.
Focus on achievable things. Daily handful of nuts, banana most days, sweet potato a few times a week, couple of egg or salmon servings weekly, regular berries or avocado. Small, consistent adjustments over time, not a total overhaul.
And Health 365 reminded us about hydration, fundamental, especially with electrolyte-rich foods.
Crucial point. Ensures electrolytes work effectively. And a holistic health statement diet, as vital as exercise, ties it together. They work synergistically.
Learning this really can be empowering. Thinking how simple dietary choices could genuinely help maintain independence, enjoy mobility, reduce pain, lessen fall worries, navigate life with more confidence.
Gives you more agency over how your body feels and functions as you get older.
It's about using the fundamental act of eating as a powerful tool.
Supporting your body's capabilities, counteracting aging challenges.
So to wrap up this deep dive, the key message from these sources is clear. Supporting your leg health as you age is profoundly impacted by what you eat. Incorporating nutrient-dense foods, eggs, bananas, nuts, seeds, sweet potatoes, oats, avocados, berries, salmon can make a significant difference.
They provide the essential protein, minerals, vitamins, healthy fats, complex carbs your aging muscles and nerves need for strength, repair, function, keeping cramps at bay.
It's moving beyond just avoiding bad stuff to proactively including foods with specific targeted support.
Exactly. Addressing the physiological needs of your muscles and nerves as you get older.
So maybe consider your daily meals not just as fuel, but as active support for your future self. A daily investment in maintaining strength, comfort, freedom of movement in your legs.
Think about how those simple choices in your kitchen today can really impact your mobility tomorrow.
What stands out most to you from this? Which foods or maybe which nutrients seem most relevant or easiest for you to start focusing on?
Something to consider. Staying informed, staying healthy,
and keeping those legs strong.